18 minutes. We probably not gonna make it through the 18 minutes because what we gonna do for y'all good folks out there, we gonna put it all together for you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Turn on the post notifications.
Come on. Gotta reiterate that.
4 points.
Had to isolate ourselves.
Storyline.
Nice car.
With that big green truck, isolate yourself.
Who filmed? Oh, he said that. Oh, good. Look at that. That's good film.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is not one of the.
I can't take this serious.
You put the
videos you got with
Not
this,
sure.
but
No, look at that lighting.
it's something
Right.
big.
Oh, wow.
And I
Oh,
feel
he got a
like
light on that camera.
I need to bring you guys on the journey. So,
Right
now
now,
let's
That's
do
that,
it.
that's
So,
that hotel.
You're not isolating yourself.
40 seconds.
This is when you get the facts on what the issue is. So that way you don't seem insensitive.
Then why are you playing with it?
Right. You're not alone.
Pause.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
When they're
Definitely.
depressed, though.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
You really depressed and you know that it can kill, and you at that like at that limit.
You're not gonna be
Let me play devil's advocate for 2.5 seconds. Have you ever recorded yourself like a diary? Like I have recordings in my phone. When I was going through that drama, I would record myself because it would be a reminder to myself later. Like, you know what? We made it through this. We're going to make it through this. But I ain't had no whole production team. But go ahead.
But then,
All right, 1 minute. That look like our hotel.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's a suite. I guarantee you it's a suite.
Sad music.
oh yeah, that's how they cut the key cards was.
They tugging at the heartstrings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
That looks so
It's
familiar.
an indirect room tour. Okay.
Right. Now this is the stress that he's by himself.
No. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Watch
Just
what
wait.
he, yeah, you gonna, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna
Just
let
wait. Give it about 5-10 seconds.
we got people to look at my truck.
He depressed, but he worried about his truck. Okay.
Look at all that.
Really?
Oh, it's 20.
That's not necessary. Why they gotta be on camera?
Now, pause it. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Extra.
why 2 things are most important. The gun was important to let you know because I just showed you where I was. They technically live maybe 5 minutes from that hotel. It's right off of the freeway.
Okay.
So that gun is to let you know if you do think about coming into this space type stuff, we give you that image I always carry. And, you know, I'm vigilant.
Okay.
The money situation is I'm not broke. I'm not doing this for money. It's subliminal messages.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
OG.
That's why she OG.
OG.
She paved the way for Ebony.
But look at the numbers. 257 in 3 hours. This is how you run it to 4 million.
Wow.
All
Good
right.
job.
First one.
She got to change.
So it's not like what the hell is going on. Corey, what you doing? A lot of y'all confused right now. Well, don't be. This video is very important because it's something that I need to get out.
Pause. Does it sound like this baby reading? Pause. Now listen, I know he's not reading, but he's trying to re-cue what was told to him. When Corey is mad, he stutters and he So everybody is trying to keep up with the drama that's going on right now with Carmen and Corey, and oh my God, I'm watching it like, dang, this looks familiar.
Y'all probably don't know who this is or whatever, but we just gonna leave it at that. But it just showed me something that Janae just posted.
Even when he's upset, he's da-da-da-da-da, or even when he's hurt, it's da-da-da-da. Never
How you know this,
force.
OG?
Because he's
You
my
was
old
there.
client.
Oh, right.
And I haven't been myself. Pretty sure a lot of y'all understand. A lot of y'all can see it. A lot of y'all have like really paid attention to the fact that I haven't been myself.
That's the way you set the
Pretty
stage
sure,
by telling you
what's going
what
on.
was
It's
wrong.
out there. People can see it. I can't hide it no more. And it's just something that I've been battling, and I finally like decided to seek help. So I've been trying to seek counseling and all that good stuff. So tonight I just decided to, you know, isolate myself from everybody. Got a hotel room. Now, first of all, for foremost, I want to say one thing that is not that big. Carmen is going through something. Okay, a lot of y'all, cause I just know a lot of y'all. Carmen going through it.
All right, pause it. They didn't get their story together because Carmen just wanted to tell the whole thing about.
Nah, so that's what I'm like. Corey not the same no more. And like, I'm used to Corey like throw little jokes at me and say, "Oh, you fine as hell," or "You beautiful," "You this," and "You third," and he haven't done that. So that's when I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, is it a third person involved? It's like, why are you
Paul, you know, the relationship, and he's saying that this has nothing to do with the relationship. So another free one. When you're doing a series like this, you don't put too many subjects as the main people because of the fact that's where the story get lost. And if you're going to do a series like this and you're going to have two people in it, you let one go first, you study that video, see where you messed up, so then that way your story comes in behind. Right. But based on how they shot this, they didn't. Carmen's was shot at a different time. Yeah, no. It probably was the same night because of the fact, look at if it was, it had to be a nighttime, 11:22, 10:22, whenever it was at night. This was shot at night as well. So you don't have time to go back and recreate that scene. That's the reason why you do one, let it sit, then do the other one. Yeah. You don't do a series every back to back.
Man, this is something that I done battled on my own, and you know, I'm trying to see what's wrong with me because I really don't. I don't know, bro. I don't know, and the reason why I'm bringing you guys on the journey with me because I know for a fact that there's a lot of people out here battling depression right now. It's a lot of y'all that probably want to commit suicide. It's a lot of y'all that, you know, they want to give up on life. And that's not the easy way out, you know. And I'm going to share some...
Pause. Let me tell you. Is it the Billie English? Y'all generation is a different generation because right now, Eilish or whatever, right now it seems like depression is glorified. And it seemed like it's like a marketing thing, like the ex, the poor baby that died, ex-Tatasha. If I'm not mistaken, Tatasha, and he was like a spokesperson, if I'm not mistaken, the first one out of y'all generation that kind of addressed it. And so then you got other people that looks at it as a great marketing ploy and come behind it and they push it. So by him doing this, and a lot of people always talking about little kids watching. No, it's not. I'd have been in everybody's demographics. It's grown folks that's supporting this stuff. You might have little kids that say comments, but it's grown folks. Go ahead, Shane.
Not to get off topic, but why she just posted another video that had nothing to do with this situation?
They gotta run through this. They gotta run through this because the comments or the direction was
like my girls, talking about a message to my girls.
Yeah, because apparently she's about to align herself to be like a spokesperson for young girls. Now, who's trying to do that right now?
Nobody.
Eric.
Oh,
Yeah, Ari's trying to do the whole thing, like, you know, mentorship for the young girls because of her breakup.
Information with y'all tonight. And I just hope that it helps somebody out there. I know a lot of y'all probably like, man, cool, I don't want to watch this video. That's fine, but I just know for a fact there's some people out there that this is going to help. So, we gonna hop straight into it. It's like lately I've been very distant, you know.
Now this is real, I believe.
I really haven't been myself at all. I haven't been happy. I've been trying to make a lot of other people happy, you know. I've been trying to make sure that everybody is okay. And I've been, you know, having a smile on my face, but I haven't genuinely, like, really been happy deep down inside because I lost myself. And I don't know how I lost myself, you know. I ask myself every day, like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is it, you know? And I had to pray to God, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at the end of the day, you got to keep God first because that's who will help you at the end of the day when nobody is there for you. So this has been something I've been battling for a minute. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes, like, I be happy one day, right? And then the next day, I just be so depressed. Like, I just want to give up on everything. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be with myself. I don't want to be around nobody. I just be tired of life. And it been eating me alive lately. And the sad part about it, I've been fighting. Like, I've been trying my best to be happy. So, like, the fact that I don't know what is a devil on my shoulder or anything, but it haven't been letting me be happy. So I had to take the time myself. I had to get counseling. I had to seek for help because it's not healthy at all for me. And I have a lot of people that look up to me, you know.
Ooh, that transition.
And I have my kids, Carmen. I haven't even been like the same with her. Like, even though we're not going through nothing, like we're not arguing, we're not breaking up and all like that, but our relationship haven't been the same because I just haven't been there mentally or physically for real. And I know it's affecting her because she, you know, Carmen deserves the world, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't been like, I haven't been giving her that core that she know, that core that she deserves. So that have been affecting me also, and it's like, it's not that, you know, and I look at a lot of things on social media sometimes, and I try my best to be like, man, I don't care what they say on social media, but deep down inside, I do care because it's like,
It's real.
one thing about me,
Not the serious.
when I
What
talk
he's
to
saying.
like, what is one of the main things that you don't like about the fame that you have now? Like I told
Wait,
y'all,
pause.
like, you know,
What did he just say?
He said the thing that you have now, but she said it was about a relationship and some other stuff. But he
No, she
talked
said
about
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
about
about
a
a
relationship,
relationship.
and then she said it was.
She said he was
she all
depressed.
over
She
the
didn't
place.
say what he was depressed about. She just went into the
So now his
relationship,
video
what it
to
could be.
tell what the depression is about. We ain't about to do this 18 minutes. Let's fast forward to like 10. Let's see what he's talking about. This is
today. So if somebody just happened to show him this video, or you know, he just happened to stumble by it, this is when he'll find out. I never told him this a day in my life. I always knew my granddad keep his gun in his house, and you know, this day I had my girl with me. I had the girl with me, and we was hand down there. I was depressed. We was arguing. I was driving. I was straight across the road.
No, you can
trying to low key have an accident on purpose.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kill myself. I didn't want to be alive no more. I wanted to die. You know, I was thinking about my sister. You know, I lost my sister to a house fire, and you know, I had just lost my grandmother, and it was just like, you know, I just felt like life wasn't the same. You know, I just wanted to give up. So we was going through it. And I went to my grandfather's house, and she was scared because of the way I was driving. And when I got to my grandfather's house, we were still arguing. I went and I grabbed the gun. I remember I grabbed the gun. The gun was loaded with a bullet. Well, it was loaded with multiple bullets. I got the gun back. I put a bullet in the chamber. And I was crying. And she was standing in front of me, screaming, saying, "Put the gun down. Don't do it." And I'm looking at her, and I was just crying. Like, it was just like, I was just zoned out. I was just crying like tears. And I put the gun to my head. And I had my finger on the trigger. Basically, this is what I did right here. I put the gun to my head. I had my finger on the trigger, and I was this close for pulling the trigger, trying to kill myself. If it wasn't for
You
that
should have
girl,
did that. That thing was loaded for real.
Yeah.
That was loaded for real.
What you
I would have
said?
killed myself.
What?
I would
that
have
was
been
a
the person.
theatrical gunshot.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
I will not be here right now talking to you guys. So, depression is very real. A lot of people go through it. That's why you don't judge people. That's why I don't judge people. You know, you can't just look at somebody and tell they go through depression, because sometimes it can be the person the happiest in the room. It can be the happiest person in the room, but little you know or not, when that door closed and they by themselves, they're not happy. And the title of this is when the camera's off.
Pause it.
My life.
I already know the title.
When the camera's off.
I already know the title gonna be.
Because they scripted it out.
Right.
Pause.
Damn.
I know depression is real, but bro.
Now I believe what he's saying.
I believe the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're doing the same thing.
Recreating
the situation.
Yeah.
Sprinkle
Yeah.
it with a little light.
Yeah, it's just recreating a situation that happened. Because remember, this situation happened a long time ago. Because he said when his sister had passed in a house fire, this was a long time ago before he was popping on YouTube. He had another girlfriend, and they was winning on Facebook.
Girl.
Yeah, that wasn't Carmen that was with him when that happened.
So what's the purpose of resurfacing?
Because then
oh,
we all just go, oh,
Yeah.
oh, to pull that
He was pulling at your heartstrings.
because you got to clean up that mess that Carmen left over there.
Okay.
So now you got to clean this up, because she was saying she didn't follow Strip. She jumped off Strip. He stands to it that it has nothing to do with a relationship. It has everything to do with depression and what he's going through. Carmen was supposed to lay the stage on saying that Corey is going through some stuff and he having a bad time.
She ain't did none of that.
Yeah. But her message was supposed to be for girls. So I'm assuming that's the reason why this second
That made her
video was
redrop.
dropped.
Because
But
she got to
clean up.
fix when she
Oh,
just
yeah.
messed up.
Go ahead.
There's inconsistency.
Oh, wait.
11.
It was me being on YouTube. So I'll show you guys everything I do. well, not everything, but like I broadcast my life, and it's like I have to put on this act because it's like this is what you guys want to see. You guys want to. I have to entertain you guys. I have to make you guys smile and all that stuff like that. So like, what you guys don't know is when that camera cut off, you never know what a person is going through. You never know what I'm going through.
Pause. We do see me on Instagram. So look, the thing of it is that the whole way that they're laying this up is like he said. You all, this is what you want. This is what you all. You know, you guys like to be entertained. I take you through my life. No, not on YouTube. They don't. But YouTube is where the bag is. Yeah. So, since YouTube is where the bag is, you have to recreate the story, tell it on this platform, get people to buy into you again as a person, because a lot of people didn't like Carmen or Corey. Right. Now, because of all the drama. Corey can come in as the savior real quick because of the fact Corey hasn't been in any drama. All that drama was on Carmen. Yeah. So now, you making the audience choose. I still can't stand Carmen, but I like Corey. And who win? Carmen and Corey. Good job. That's why I said they
And she said that her ex-boyfriends came back to her. He was helping her. Since she lost her mom when she was 5 years old. She dropped out of school in the 11th grade, I believe, because her sister and her brother needed help. Like, it was something going on personally in the family. So she dropped out of high school to help her family. And she been like struggling, trying to, help her family and all that good stuff like that. But we never would have knew that. From when we got on live with her, we would have never knew that. And then, everybody got a deep story, you know what I'm saying? You never know what everybody's going through. And I can see the pain in her eyes as
you talking to her.
It's crazy. A lot of people out here just going through stuff that you never know. You never know.
All right, I want to mess this up. Stop it. I am right. He's talking about a fan. This is a free one for Neb again and Ebony. What y'all should have did is found the girl, gave her something. Maybe a car, maybe an apartment, paid her rent, filled up her refrigerator, took her and the kids on a trip or something, because then we would have bought into the story. Even though we would have felt like we was being screwed, we would have cheered for the girl's win. Yeah. That's what happened with us. It was the situation with the car. That Danny and Bianca was going to give away the car. But we jumped into this. So since we jumped into this, it was like, what are we going to do with this car? You can't do a car giveaway in the middle of a drama. So it was like, car had disappeared. We had to go through this situation, and yeah. So let's see who he's talking about.
So she would hit the baby. We said, okay, cool, and we actually pulled up on it. The video is going to be on Black Center channel, so if you guys want to watch that video.
On whose channel?
Black Center channel.
Black Santa.
Excuse me.
Now, I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's going to be a channel where somebody is giving away stuff, doing giveaways and all that other stuff, which is hilarious because if I'm right.
Meet Black Santa, he gives away cars and money.
Good job. Good job. But the reason why she's able to do that is because I helped them secure the bag. So when they came to her, they had the money to invest in that. When I got them, they was like, y'all starting off.
Oh my. Yeah, it's a new channel, 5K subs basically.
It's a giveaway channel. So let me give them a tip. You're going to get demonetized because that's violation of YouTube's rules and regulations for the partner program.
Well, I mean, the way they got it set up is like, that's the guy's name is Black Santa. And he got basically story times, house tours, and the video with Corey. That's it.
But when you type in Black Santa, Carmen and Corey, her first video come up.
Hey, listen, I'm not knocking y'all hustle, but I just want to encourage everybody that's out there that's up and coming YouTubers like them, duplicate the process. Don't criticize them. Don't get in the comments. Get your group together. Y'all do some videos. Y'all run the same videos they run it. Y'all react to every video. Everybody should be reacting to this video, which our squad is going to do. Yep. You react to everything so that way you can ride their SEO. Alright, so that was a very, very good part one of the series. Excited to see what the other series is going to be. And the Black Santa thing was a very unique twist because of the fact nobody has done a channel with just giveaways. And
except for Mr. Beast.
No. Mr. Beast does his the right way, so that way his channel doesn't get demonetized. So I hope y'all, read them rules and regulations. If not, just your heads up. Go ahead and take care of that. The depression thing or whatever. I'm a little offended that y'all using this as a storyline. So now, as in my maturity in this space or whatever, I now understand how everybody felt when I did the Danny and Bianca saga or whatever, because of the fact Bianca was struggling with the whole postpartum depression, but to highlight it and not give resources was irresponsible, you know, for me to do. And so because I have been depressed, and it ain't no, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, it was because of the drama that came from that. I actually went through a depressed state because, you know, basically for those that don't know, they kind of pretty much came in, did the okie doke, took the whole team, and now we're in the series with them that I ran. But it's cool because I'm over it. But my point is,
She got a new team.
but the point is that I know what depression does, and that's the time I said I believe what he was saying is some truth in that, that how he felt and, you know, what he might have went through. But I, like it was irresponsible for me, it's irresponsible for them, especially on the 4 million platform, to open up that door and not give resources just to tell a storyline. So, especially because they're in a position to give the resources. So, I mean, I see where they're going with it. It's a great replay, you know, what I did. You know, like they bring back classics, they redo them.
Right.
Yeah. Like, that was a classic series. That was you go, Damien Bianca, I think, privated, but if you go put it in there, like this is it, all that stuff or whatever, it'll come up. A lot of people reacted to it. But this was a good one because it almost leaves us speechless. Because what can you say too bad behind this video? So let's go back to Carmen so we can ready. Alright, so this video is the part that I was telling you guys about the hotel scene that Corey is doing. They basically took the scene and flipped characters, meaning that Bianca was the one that went to the hotel, but in theirs, Corey was the one that went to the hotel. And it's also, and at this time, their bag is ridiculously big, all of theirs, so it wouldn't make sense for them to go into an inexpensive hotel. But the reason why you got to go into an inexpensive hotel is because the one, you can't go nan bragging with something like that. You got to make yourself feel as neutral to the average person as possible. You can't do that in a baby mansion.
Okay. OG talking her talk.
So, shouts out. I don't know if they still videos, but R&Z family, I looked up and was able to find them because the original videos are on private, but I was able to find their reaction videos.
I still believe in us.
Sound familiar?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Bianca, and I just basically wanted to give you guys a little updated video on what's been going on, what my side of the story is, and I just wanted to give you guys a little updated video on how I've been or whatever. So I've been staying in this one bed, small little motel hotel thing. I have a full size bed. I have both of my boys with me. I miss Damien. I miss interacting with you guys. It's been tough. But me and Damien, have some problems. Me and him have issues just like every other relationship. Going on, and we just needed this. We needed this break to discuss what we want to do in life, where we want to be, if we want to be with each other, or if we don't want to be with each other. I mean, it's hard, but I feel like
you hear what the girl said? She's gonna cry. And honestly, it's easy as females we can understand. All you gotta do is think about a rough patch in your relationship, and those tears easily come.
It's for the best right now. It's for the better, and I don't know. I've been seeing all of your guys' messages and writing me and all this stuff. And I just want to thank you guys for the love and support that most of you guys are giving to me. I also see other comments, like hate comments, to where you guys are like,
what did they talk about?
The comment, Corey said, he don't read the comments because they so toxic.
Because you're trying to set the tone. Right. And you're supposed to you're letting your audience know too, one, I read them, one, I am human, and I do feel this. So by me sharing that with you, hopefully you'll fall back and you'll stop.
Throwing trash at me and calling me a gold digger.
It's not a script. It's the outline.
No.
Very big difference. What they did was a bootleg script. Ours is an outline.
All this stuff, and I'm really not, me and Damien, I've been together with Damien for 3 years. We did not have money for 3 whole years. Me and Damien were literally broke at one point.
Me and
Damien, we got kicked out of his apartment. We had to stay in a little trashy motel with DJ, We didn't have no money. I had to, beg my dad for money just so we can eat. Like me and him have been through it all. Like I love Damien to death. You know, I want to be with him, but it's just right now. I don't know. It's it's been a lot and.
Who said all? Marie. Exactly. Are you about to cry?
No, but no, but the fact that she got the baby right there, because you know, like when I be going through stuff and Jaden is around, he comes to me.
Every female can relate to somebody going through something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. That's why it was easy to recreate it because of the fact it was a real moment for her.
At this point.
No.
All married or she just?
No, they was
she just said they was
engaged.
married.
Yeah.
She what?
Said
She
they was
said something
married.
about marriage.
She didn't do his part.
No, they wasn't married yet. But one thing about them, not just trying to defend them, but one thing about them, they always said they was married. Yeah.
Carmen Court was doing the same thing before they.
Yeah, everything.
Still don't know if they're married. I ain't seen exactly.
We're gonna meet up later, to talk about some things, to discuss some things, and I mean, I hope everything goes well because I do miss him. But I mean, I don't know. This break, it was well needed. I've been hurt. I've been, here with both of the kids. I mean, it's been.
Now, what's ironic is she actually did leave, but we had to recreate it. But when she left, she went to her mom's house. But when you're doing something like this, you don't involve nobody. And so we had to recreate it by going to the hotel. But they had really went through this whole stuff, but we had to bring it back or whatever. And so that's the reason why she did the hotel. And so, because it's in order to make a series believable, you have to have some truth in it. You have to. And so she had to bring out the fact that, yeah, I left, or whatever, because of the fact, how you gonna believe her, you know what I'm saying, if she doesn't bring out the little stuff that matters in it. So
Hard. I hadn't really been responding to anybody, which, I do apologize, but I feel like I needed, time to myself to just sit here and actually think.
who said any time by yourself to actually say anything?
Corey.
Baby, stop this. Can I have it? Can I have the purse, please? No, you're not leaving. Come here, DJ.
Does that not make it real?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, guys. It's been a lot. And also another thing, like Damien, he was crying. Like, I watched all the videos. Damien, he was bawling.
Now Damien's tear was definitely a glory tear. I don't know what my man thought about, but that was that. We're gonna see that clip because no, Corey didn't cry nothing in it.
No,
okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, no. But so far, because I just want y'all to see the comparison. And let me see. I can't remember how.
I've never seen of him before. The side that you guys see, him crying and saying all that stuff. I've never seen Damien cry. We've been together for 3 entire years, and I've never seen Damien cry. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know, guys. You guys always before. And it just, I don't know. It's been hard, but I really do appreciate it. I'm about to, June, give it here now. I'll get you food in a second. Thank you. I mean, I don't know, I just wanted to, give you guys a little updated video. I have to drop the boys off at daycare, so I'm just gonna, vlog a little bit, getting them dressed and, showing you guys, what I've just been, doing. And then I'm gonna show you guys.
In the hotel.
Not offer the money, Don't need nobody. Just me and mine. Corey said that he was gonna take y'all on his journey, on his day.
That's crazy. On life with Corey. Man, to grow that child.
What I actually look like and, all the stuff that we're going through, we're giving you guys our personal life. So, like, for any of you guys to judge, like, it's not cool, it's not okay, because we're letting you guys in. Like, if you guys don't like it, then, you don't have to watch. I just thought that you guys were family and that, I should let you guys know what is going on because, you guys haven't heard from me. Nobody's heard from me. I haven't replied to Damien.
They went missing.
This is funny.
So where were you when she was recording?
Was I with them? No, I probably wasn't with them. I was either in the parking lot or at home.
And answering my sister.
No, I was in the parking lot.
Mastermind close by, make sure the story go on.
Yeah, I was in the parking lot because I had to.
Ebony, take notes.
I had to set up the hotel.
Right.
I was in a park because we had to make it look like she had been there. So the bed was messed up. How Corey ended up how you set the gun and stuff. We did the opposite. We had to. She had just woke up. Like she didn't toss her hair. It was like, call me in the morning when y'all up. We gonna meet at this hotel, and we had to go to a hotel where the door was outside because they are really famous in Fort Wayne. So we had to go somewhere where nobody would see us. We had to do it so early. Like she was saying, she was taking the babies to daycare. It had to be about 6 o'clock in the morning. And we had to do it so won't nobody see them going.
Yeah.
You know,
She woke up, brushed her teeth, and hit the door.
Yeah, she didn't do none of that. She brushed her teeth. No, she does all of that in this video.
And then, you know, all these people are, you know, texting me.
You know what I'm saying? Wow.
She's taking us through the motions.
I just still look or just, you know, watch. It hurts.
Kyrie?
Yeah, I have.
He's so big now.
I refuse to watch anything with the babies because I haven't seen them.
Yeah? But you're good at it.
Same age as Dan. They're like a couple of months apart. Now let's go to the bathroom where she putting on her makeup.
You know, I was listening to the song, and the song, you know, it says, if you really, if someone really loves you, you'll know because they'll come back. Saying, if you guys, you know, like this, a little break, if you guys really love each other, you guys will, you know, find a way to make it work. You guys will find a way to come back, and I don't know.
So, where they messed up at is they didn't keep the natural flow going. We kept the natural flow going, that it was going through her every day. She wasn't made up. She wasn't in the closet. We took her through the whole motions, and we didn't do it over dramatic, like getting out the car, carrying the kids, and all that stuff, because that takes away from it being as natural as possible. You know, we didn't let her do her hair, put her makeup on or nothing. And during that time, I don't think Bianca's really doing too many videos without makeup and stuff. Because this is at they high glow up. Like, you know, they had like 1 point some on their way to 2 million. How they're on their way to 4 million. Because this is what messed us up. If I could go back and do it again. We wasn't trying to get to 2 million, but we realized like, oh crap, we like jumping quick. Like I'm talking about gaining like 50, 80,000 a day. And I'm just like, wow. And you know, yeah, right. That's what happened. That's what happened. It was like double down. We in here now, so we gotta, you know, keep going. And so it was like, all right, we about to make up. We having a honeymoon. Let's get married. Like, you know. Finish it. Right. The video she just dropped.
So you go to
Oh, let me walk around. My ass went numb.
Look like you finna go to sleep.
Ooh, wait.